in a brackets round 1 Crosskeys game 3 winner take all sort of thing going on comms. We got wall kicks and we got TOEFL, and I'm going to hand it off to them, and we should be starting shortly. Take it away, guys.
Hello, Toffile.
How are you doing, Wally?
I'm doing fantastic. This is going to be a really good matchup. This is, as mentioned, game 3 of our first round bracket for the Crosskeys tournament. Winner moves on and loser is eliminated. So a lot at stake here.
Yeah. Both of these runners obviously are pretty great runners all in all. Linlinlin won the Crosskeys tournament before, partner of Goomba, who also won the Crosskeys tournament. Relkin's won... You know, he won SGL Live in person last year.
Yep.
And, you know, very, very high runners. Very, very good. I mean, to be honest, we started with over 180 runners in this tournament, and we're down to 16. Everybody in the brackets is fantastic.
Yeah, and like, I'm always amazed in this tournament how it always seems like the best always come up to the top. And so having these two runners, you know, in round 1, like, you could have told me this was a semifinal or a final matchup, and I'm like, yeah, that makes total sense.
I could say the same thing about Wall Kicks versus Ninja Bro, but, you know, that also happened, and congratulations, by the way.
Appreciate it, but that's not the matchup we're focused on.
Yeah.
Lin, Relkin. Relkin is already just going to save and quit and see where our sanctuary is. A little interesting. I feel like if most runners do it, they kind of do it the other way around.
Yeah, I feel like this is probably like if maybe Relkin got bombs, he'd check Light World Hype Cave and then maybe do a Hula Hands start.
Yeah.
But that being said, we got bombs and our Lost Woods drop down is the same, so we should be able to get the items to back this game quickly.
So yeah, this will be a really quick. Plus, having a couple bombs is nice as you're heading over to Kakariko, because you know you always want to have a couple bombs. Lin doing, I don't want to call it a traditional start because there's really nothing traditional anymore, but a start that you see kind of fairly often is that you fake flipper over to the Witch's Hut and then check the drop down over here at where Useless Fairy is, just because these can be a little bit out of the way sometimes.
Yeah, and it's the dam, so that's good for 2 items. Always nice to find the dam before you even set foot in South Shore.
Yeah, definitely, because it just does. But then at the same time, it's also going to be when is Lin going to walk down and check that?
Yeah, whenever we find the flute. Ooh, our bush crab has red rupees today.
Yay!
That's a bit of the hula hand start kind of negated, having that early money, but
yeah, can definitely be one of the negatives here is when kind of there's positives. So the start that Lin is doing. And those positives are you get an entrance, an out-of-the-way entrance, you get this drop-down, and you get some money for resources. Some of the negatives is, you know, maybe the sanctuary start is here, and, you know, it's a little bit slower to do this, or, kind of as Relkin shows, you can farm money from rupee crabs.
Yeah. That is our Ganon, by the way, at the ferry today, so nothing really special for that. Let's see what's sitting over there in the lumberjack. Oh, good. You know, don't you love Magic Bad Ed? Lumberjack is such one of the worst ones.
It's pretty bad, yeah, because it's not like it's a visible item that you can check, and it just always is going to be sitting there in the back of your mind. I suspect it'll be pretty much a hard loss location for either runner. I think if you're seeing either runner do it somewhat early, that's kind of a Hail Mary.
Yeah.
And that's not something you want to be doing in an elimination game 3 setting.
Yeah, no, that was oh, good. We have bombos on the lake. Our Kakariko, the castle entrance today was a dark connector. Thankfully, it's just, we also have Vanilla Uncle, so we'll be able to go check what that is pretty quickly.
Yeah, I don't think Relkin made any attempt to figure out what dark connector it was, but I also didn't have his audio, so maybe he heard like the bats of the back of Old Man Save and Quit.
I didn't hear the bats, so I don't think it's that. But he also didn't like go for a drop down or anything. It looked like so. I was gonna go try to work some magic with the peoples now. And Lynn's going to follow up. Now, the only thing we had in the sewers was a Meyer Small and a GT Small.
Correct.
So nice to have early on, but it's not going to really make or break the seed. I don't hear a ledge drop.
I didn't hear a
don't
ledge
hear
drop.
bad, so this is probably Dark Mountain Descent.
This is probably...
Oh, it's
it is
back of
the-
Old Man. Wow.
Interesting. Yeah, I was like, I was listening for the bats too, and I didn't catch them, so...
For those wondering what we're talking about, the back of Dark Mountain, the back of the Old Man Cave, usually has a very telltale sign for the bats are very close to the entrance of the cave, and you can usually hear it while walking in almost immediately. That's one of the easier ones to tell.
I'm doing something I've never done when commentating one of these races, is that I don't have a map tracker open. So I'm
That's-
just gonna trust that these runners will know what they're doing.
Yeah, I've got one, so because I'm paranoid. Sort of front of Turtle Rock.
It just means when you're like, "Where's XYZ?" I'm gonna be like, "Ha! I have no
Yeah.
idea."
Yeah.
But we do have two wonderful trackers, Pichu and Shasta. They're going to be looking after us as well as tracking basically where the items are and tracking them for you on the trackers.
Yeah, so when this is probably the actual Old Man Rescue Cave that Relkin has found himself in.
Yeah, I noticed the bomb. He dropped the bomb and started moving diagonal.
Yeah.
And then you use echolocation with your quick swap, and when you don't hear yourself quick swapping, that means you've screen transitioned.
Yeah, Lynn's gonna quickly follow suit here.
We saw a desert connector. We're probably gonna check everything else here on Death Mountain before coming in.
Yeah, I mean the nice thing is that the Old Man is actually on desert. Is actually up on the mountain today, so gonna be able to just check a bit here and there.
Yeah, like you'd be able to check these connectors pretty quickly. Having said that, though, not the best place to start. Like have the Old Man Save Day. I think I guess it
No.
depends on like where some of these connectors take us.
Yeah. It's also kind of annoying because we're not on the top of Spectacle Rock. We're on one of the middle drop downs. You'll take that. We're probably going to be seeing that connector quite a bit today. Actually, no. Well,
I'd say our Sanctuary Saving Quid is directly above it. Like it.
maybe not. Yeah. King's Tomb. Lynn is trying to rescue the Old Man now.
Looks like both runners just gonna take this. They're both gonna see that it just leads right back to Light World. Gonna refill on some bombs. And Jay Cooper in chat does bring up a good point. It does put the desert connector that we saw on Death Mountain into logic. So
Yeah.
whatever that check-in desert is could have something of value.
All right. So we got Vanilla Well, Vanilla Uncle.
Probably the only vanilla we're gonna see.
I don't know. There's our first cast tower key.
Oh joy!
Yeah, well, you know what? It's better to have that now. Just so we can hard last location Aga 1 even harder. 'Cause we're just gonna go right into the back when we ever find Aga Tower, unless it's like in the dark world and we don't have a moon pearl yet.
One thing is we're getting some early hearts. Like Relkin already on 6. Lin will be picking up 7 here. That said, Swamp and Hera as our 5-6.
Yep. Early Samaria, nice. Especially considering we have the front of Turtle Rock right next to our Save and Quid. So that's in logic. We can't do right side, but that's still one check in there if they ever want to go forward.
Alright, so this has to be the other... This has to be Death Mountain Descent.
I'm kind of surprised he's chasing this, to be honest, but we'll see where it goes, I guess. Or maybe he was just trying to figure out a way to die. Unfortunately, just our Barry dropped down over at the Swiss house.
So I think early game Crosskeys, given where our save and quits are, both runners are gonna thoroughly go through Kakariko, and then that's probably where we'll see our first bit of divergence, is what to do after we're done with Kakariko.
Yeah.
I think for both runners, the mountain, or at least doing the mountain checks, is a little appealing, but you also have other areas that you can go to. You can, for Lin, having the dam taken care of already, he can go to South Shore. Relkin might head over to the eastern area at some point. We could see some divergence here in probably the next 5 to 6 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely feel like Lin have done doing the lake. I don't think he'll probably do. Of course, like the problem right now is like Lin probably wants to do South Shore to check the free item, but you don't want to do South Shore now without a glove. And
yeah, that's because you're beginning to isolate some entrances and
yeah. Pretty nice early 300 rupees here over and checkerboard K2 for CAC.
I didn't know that money won't be an issue this seed.
Yeah. Lin doesn't know about the bush crabs, I don't think. I don't think he bothered to take a look at them. But he's got enough money for a little while. Smiths are in a pretty good location today.
I mean, assuming you have a mirror.
Yeah. Okay. So it looks like Relkin will probably end by peaking the race game item.
Another 300 on library?
I don't think we're going to be going for that. But it's nice that it's an option.
So I think we saw just the one connector in Kakariko, which was the Dark Cave. I don't think we saw any other connector. There's another 300.
That's not entirely true. We did see one other connector, but unfortunately it was the bad side of Spiral Cave. So
that's right.
So Relkin's going to go check the lake shop now. Discover Bombos is over sitting on the island. And we'll kind of see where Lin opts to go. Lin hasn't done like the Lost Woods area, but you start to run the risk of like isolating
the glove-locked entrances and whatnot.
Yeah, that one particular glove-locked entrance for the Death Mountain Ascent Cave. Yeah, Lin also hasn't checked the rest of Death Mountain.
Is getting bullied. As bad as you could possibly get bullied.
Yeah. Oh my god. Just imagine that. Just be thankful that there's some lag there to help you figure out where you're going. Oh god. But Lynn's going to be the first one to grab the free item in Desert Palace. Relkin's found the Graveyard Ledge.
And it just bombs there.
Yeah, bombs and the... Unfortunately, just a piece of...
And a heart piece. So I wonder if Relkin finds a connector in either of these next two entrances if he does the connector as opposed to walking all the way down to where Flute Spot 5 is.
Yeah, this is always like the awkward part of like Eastern Palace is finding something in Saha's Hut or Eastern Palace entrance.
Yep.
And it being something you want to follow up with and not having the love to like kind of make your decision easy. So one of our entrances was Tier Main, so that's one of our medallion locked entrances off the bat. That Spike Cave up there.
Found Skull Woods. Logically locked behind, well, Mothula logically locked behind all three Skullwood keys and the Fire Rod.
Half Magic's not too bad. Yeah, Lynn's gonna go take a look and see what's up in the rest of the Lost Woods right now. We did find hammer pegs in the Dark World. Unfortunately, it was just a compass. Lynn's
Would have
gonna
been one of those really nasty spots for like a Moon Pearl that would be completely in logic.
Yeah, and then unfortunately, Super Bunny Cave inverted itself, and we can't actually do this trick to get the item as a Super Bunny. So take a look. Yeah. Lynn's discovering the news about the
So Relkin's heading south. Lynn probably gonna follow. The difference here being Lynn has found the dam. Hello, Eastern Palace, and we are walking in, and I have to go. I'm sorry.
Okay. Understandable. I don't like this, but on the other hand, like, comparatively speaking, I think you want to play for the glove here. I hate it, but if there's a glove here, you're not going to find yourself salty on this.
Yeah, but if there's an Eastern Big Key just sitting at the Sunken Treasure, I mean...
Well, you don't have a bow, so you'll at least feel a little bit better about that. I don't think you're going to hold per vanilla bow.
Well, what if it's both a bow and the Eastern Big? What if there are two items there?
Can Fast ROM do that for us now?
It's the magic of Fast ROM. This is not being played on Fast ROM, by the way. Hey, look, there's our 4th out of 5 300 rupees, by the way.
Yeah.
In case you were wondering about Money the Seed.
Well, that pretty much settles everybody good for the rest of the siege. You got 500 for Zora, you get another $100 for the monkey, plus his little tax. Some money for... we already played chess games, so that doesn't matter.
Yep. Pyramid Fairy.
Pyramid Fairy and the Smiths. Okay. Okay, that's actually really interesting.
Rude. That's a mirror.
Yes. Yes, it is. I wonder if Lynn wishes he had it just a couple minutes ago, but you know what? You're happy you have it sub 20 minutes.
Yeah, and this is one of those like weird entrances, Light World Hype Cave being where like you can not get to this for the first like 40 minutes of a seed if it is going a certain way, even though it's like the closest entrance you have when you start.
Yeah, because obviously, like if you're playing and you're doing a lot of checks and cack where you go like pulling yourself back here like, especially like if you do land and you don't have the bombs, like you walk by this entrance, you're just gonna come back here sometime. When you do South Shore, and sometimes you never do South Shore. Oh my fucking god, Wally!
Alright, so I'm not playing the seed, which is a good thing, because I get destroyed hard.
Oh yeah. Well, congratulations. We now just not have to go back into. Okay, thank fucking god that's not a vanilla bow.
That'd have been funny. But yes, that was a vanilla Eastern Big Key.
Yeah. Okay, Relkin's going to go shore up his routing a little bit here.
Yeah, this very much feels like a, hey, I know my opponent likes to do this start.
Yeah, this will be good for him because it means he's not going to go past the screen with the dam.
Yep. And he'll be able to do this all in one entrance, like saves a couple seconds on Lin just by being able to both get the chest and drain the dam.
Yeah. You know, interestingly, I kind of feel like Lin's probably going to head for desert after this. Just because, like, if there's one rock entrance you want to isolate, it'll be the one over by the desert entrance.
Yeah.
And you can always, like, we have the mirror now, so, like, ideally we kind of want to hold out for our glove and flippers to get over to Dark Shopping Mall.
Yeah, I think it makes total sense that, like, if you're kind of routing the South Shore without a glove, you kind of want to handle, or you kind of want to take care of Mini Moldorm Cave and maybe not go right, but kind of do Mini Moldorm Cave left, because otherwise you can kind of isolate Mini Moldorm Cave pretty hard otherwise.
Yeah. Good, we have our first pod key. Relkin's gonna go check some of the other entrances here. Now, this one, like, we know it's not the... We can't get into any of these drop downs, but we can see what they are going to be. Lin, I suspect, will just hold out until he can just blind check it. We did find the big key entrance to Turtle Rock. Which, given the fact... I'm actually kind of surprised Lin didn't walk back there, but...
Yeah, with this mirror, he's got places to go. It's not in logic. Oh no, it is, because we have the Cane of Samaria.
Yeah, no, we had the Cane of Samaria. We could have just done the bomb jump and then quickly checked some other stuff in there, but... I think Lin also realizes that he knows that he has that connector over to the other side of Death Mountain, and then key up on the ledge. So he's gonna go he can get himself over and check the last major cluster of areas that isn't eastern for himself. Get the key. Oh good, it's a second pot small.
That's a good amount of pod small keys.
And here's where we start to lose the logic of the seed.
I mean, maybe.
We've lost the logic of this.
We've lost the logic of this seed. That is a hook shot.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see if Relkin opts for the same thing. Lin obviously knowing Desert was up here. Okay.
And a lamp.
Alright, where's our entrances to this, other sides of this cave?
And a TR small key. Hookshot was here in Paradox that we just found. But the logical, like, we don't have logical access to Paradox.
Right. You still don't have logical entry.
I mean, Lin hasn't done the eastern area, so Lin is probably going to handle the eastern area right here. Not going to find anything of significance.
No. Well, he's going to get half magic, which...
Like I said, not anything of significance. I'm just kidding. Half magic is good.
Yeah, Relkin's going to come in here. And I think he... Okay, so Lin is obviously, like... I think Lin's playing to, I can get over to pod area later with the Moon Pearl. Let's try to stick this stuff in some logic.
I think it's more like he knows he has all of East of Mountain available to him.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's going to go through here because he can start at the top of the mountain.
Mm-hmm.
Relkin may not. Relkin may just opt to just unshut over and skip, finding that is the desert.
Yeah, see, he's inevitably going to check the same exact connector and pop out in the same exact spot that Lin did, but having already done the eastern area, he's just going to save and quit right off the bat. Unless he's feeling really adventurous, in which case you walk all the way to the top of the pyramid, but that is a long walk this early in the seed.
Yeah. We don't have a key, but we have a sword to break it. He's not even checking it.
So yeah, Relkin is proving me wrong. He's just going to stay within the logical aspect of it.
Yeah, okay, so he's going to go check the couple of Dark World side of these connectors. That makes sense. We got a sword up on the ledge, on the floating island.
Number of connectors that could lead us there.
Like Hookshot Cave. Oh no.
Pod. This is also kind of it's a little bit of a long death warp. Seed is a little healthy. Oh look, it's multiple connectors here on East Death Mountain. Which connector do we want to take?
Honestly, we're going to take all of them just to find that sword. And then it'll be a vanilla Hookshot Cave exit too, by the way.
Which we've seen one end of that, so Lin punching the air because we don't have a sword.
Yeah.
That's actually a really nice one. That is something you don't need to worry about now.
Yeah, it's one off the list of annoying caves to check on the leader. Especially if once you just get boots, you can just you just have to go and not have to worry about doing that couple extra mirror transitions. Oh boy, it begins.
I'd be a little pressed to be interested in a lot of bunny walking right now, but I'm also, I don't want to say avidly against bunny walking, but I try to limit it as much as possible.
Yeah. Though I'd say at this point, like, what else do you really have left that's not like Ice Palace or Ice Rock Cave region?
Yeah, I was like, I mean, at this point, you know, you're largely just looking to be like going through connectors anyways.
Yeah.
And like having already taken care of most of East and West Death Mountain, you know, there's not a good connector area to go to unless maybe you get spit out in the mire area at some point.
Yeah, like the entrances that I'd be really, I think Lin has to do it at this point. It's probably going all the way down to K45 because you've got two mirror entrances there, and they both could be completely in logic for your Moon Pearl.
Yeah.
We haven't really seen anything out of Pod, and Relkin did do a good mimic clip. I think we're not expressing that. He's going to take both of his keys and go try to grab everything from the back, which is perfectly fair. It is a crystal, so he'll need a third at least to complete it at some point.
Yeah, and this is a pretty good amount of keys to have, because really you can probably just at this point not have to worry about Pod again until you come up with keys like 4 and 5 at most.
Yeah.
Or at minimum.
Yeah.
Because everything else that Relkin's going to do, or that Relkin's leaving behind in this dungeon, is going to be 6 key locked. being careful to not pick up that rupee, not because he didn't want the money, but because that would have messed up this bomb jump right here.
Yeah. The altitude values of the bomb jumps can get kind of tricky if you take the. Ooh.
That's
probably not our first bow.
probably not our first bow. Having said that, that's a really crappy bow.
Yeah. I think Lynn will find that eventually. Lynn will probably find that eventually. Like, getting to there won't be that bad, but
Yeah.
Uh,
That does mean Relkin, if he wanted to, could finish Eastern Palace.
Yeah.
And yeah, as Jay Cooper pointing out, Relkin did mimic clip, and he got it, but took a little bit of time.
Lane only checked one of the entrances over in Vo, and it was Meyer. Good. There's the wrong side ice red cave at the archery game. Yeah, so Relkin's gonna go kind of follow what Lynn was doing just a couple minutes ago.
Would have almost been tempted to have just go over Turner in the Mushroom because you don't know where the potion shop is.
We have found... Yeah. Well, we actually do know where the potion shop is, and unfortunately, Relkin's going to be going right by it.
Oh.
It is the top of Paradox Cave, unfortunately.
Ah. Yeah, it's gonna feel a little bad for Relkin's side, but again, it's locked by 6 keys. It's likely not necessary.
Oh boy. Oh no.
Alright, Tower of Hera. I think you just check the 2 items and call it good.
He's got 9 bombs.
What a bomb's gonna do anything? Nice, Moon Pearl.
Yeah, I saw that coming.
Yeah.
It's like, where's the vanilla game? Yeah, you'll take that.
And Lynn is gonna check the one chest he can do here up top.
Yeah.
If this is a sword or hammer.
Yeah, so Relkin has the ability to Super Bunny into this, but honestly, Lynn probably he unfortunately the way he's gone, he's the other drop down, the Turtle Rock Laser Bridge mirror side was Waterfall Fairy, so I don't think there was anything in there, but there were 2 items.
Lynn now has the Moon Pearl in hand. We'll be able to get some of these other checks. Stumpy, dig game. These 2 checks in particular can be kind of bad to come back to if you've been here early with like the mirror and no Moon Pearl.
Yeah.
Because you would then just be coming back here for these 2 items as opposed to, everything else that could be here. We got our desert key though for our troubles, knowing where desert is, and I don't think we've seen desert right, so I think that's a pretty good direction for Lynn once he's done going through this area right here.
Yeah, I wonder if when Lynn is done here, he'll go and check the Dark Death Mountain on the west side, just because he can. He has those 2 entrances, and now he can do it. And he was holding off on it for a while.
Yeah, that's definitely something that I could see him doing, because you don't want to hold off on that too much.
Okay, Agate Tower, here we go.
This is where half magic is going to come in real nice.
Yeah.
Can take care of the 2 ball and chain guards real quick. Can take care of these guys. Oh, hello.
Hello, Boots. Right next to the 2 Boots entrances in the south of the overworld?
Very nice, if you remember those.
I mean, he's at bomb shop. He should hopefully. Well.
Still.
Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh good. Oh good. Our magic powder.
That's a really good magic powder, considering Magic Bat's right behind Aga 1.
Can't miss it. So unfortunately, it looks like Relkin opted to skip continuing down south through
Yeah,
upper
so
ledge. He can
not
get
gonna
over
get
there.
this- True. I mean, here's another opportunity to do just that. Found Ice Palace on Lin's side. Did note it is a pendant. Don't know if it is a green pendant or not green pendant, but pendant ice.
And Relkin has started to do. Relkin is
It
trying
is.
to avoid doing the bunny walk, unfortunately.
Yeah, and that's gonna be a problem for him.
Yeah. Lin's gonna go check. I think Lin is playing for the sword now. Sword or
Playing
my
for the
religion?
sword, and I think this was the natural end of his route, anyways. So,
He could have gone down to Swamp Palace, but
oh, did he not? I thought he did.
no, he did not.
Okay. Yes, Jacob. Her boots were Castle Tower 1.
So let's see where our other side of Desert Palace takes us. Oh. Jay Cooper!
Relkin,
Relkin.
take the hint. Being here, he's gonna go down to K45 for sure now. Like you're
Yeah.
not. So this is
This
good
is
for Relkin.
Yeah, and I should also say for Jacob, this is actually 100% logic. They haven't actually managed to break logic yet.
So I also apologize if I just said your name. That was unintentional. I think I was probably trying to say Relkin and read J. Coper.
Yeah. Yeah, this is... Yeah, the Moon Pearl. The Moon Pearl is completely illogic. I think really the only thing... Yeah, no, we had some Mario, so technically we probably could be expected to kill the ball chain cards even if it sucked. Yeah, Lin is going to go clear up some of this Turtle Rock stuff that he left behind. Oh my fucking god, why?
That's fire on.
I don't know what Lin was doing here.
Yeah, why are we killing ourselves in the overworld?
I don't know.
Did he want to save his portal? Where's his portal?
Oh, yeah, good.
Alright.
Hey, you know what's right next to this portal?
Ice Palace.
Ice Palace. Honestly, that was some really good heads-up routing by Lin there.
That really was, yeah. Reasons like that are why Lin is a Crosskeys tournament champion.
Oh, good. Well. Now, interestingly, with that Moon Pearl, does that make... Yeah, so we don't still have it logical access to the lamp yet. We don't know our way to get to the other side, to the... We don't know our way to get into pot area as of yet, which would get us into logic.
Correct.
Not that it matters, we're just... And Relkin pulls his almost vanilla Moon Pearl. We'll find Aga Tower and then probably get his boots pretty quickly.
Yep, he's got a bow. This will be fairly easy for him. This is also just more connectors that could lead to our sword.
Yeah. Falcon having a bow. A little easier time with this, but honestly.
I don't think it mattered all that much with the
Yeah. Yeah, and then there's the thing to guarantee that you'll... That's just annoying.
Relkin being here with the bow and the mirror, he'll probably take this opportunity and finish Eastern being in this area.
Yeah.
He already has knowledge of 4 crystals, and now that pendant in Ice Palace.
Yeah, so right now you're looking at a 60% chance that it's a crystal. It's kind of right on your route, so you could probably just do it.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Our Swamp Palace picky.
So if there's something here in these 2 checks in the Eastern Palace,
Okay, so
there's our logical way to the hookshot and lamp, by the way.
Yeah. Wonder if Linda's pyramid or Obstal maybe try to save that. We don't know what's behind Aga 1. Aga 1 actually has to be the Lumberjack drop down.
You mean Aga 2?
Aga 2, you're right, sorry. Here's Monk Rocks. Let's do this.
The classic, I'm not sure where to mirror for Sahasrah's hut if I'm just doing Dark Saha's hut.
Yeah, one of our Hyrule Castle connector at Swamp Palace takes us over here. Ooh.
Pendant Eastern, alright.
Yeah, and only for a TR small at that.
I have to imagine Lin is probably going to be doing that, though, like, not long after he picks up his bow.
Yeah. And we're all going to find Swamp. You know, the only annoying thing for Lin right now is not having that connector to Floating Island to get the sword, so you get 2 Mothiel this trip through. But I'm sure he'll figure out a way to get there sooner than later. Yes, as I said in chat, we had a vanilla Eastern Palace key today.
Rockin' making sure he's going to drop off that mushroom.
Yeah.
So the next time he is in that area, just a quick check. Yeah, we also had Mirror and Pendant Eastern Palace.
Yeah. Oh, good. Well, Lin, you didn't want to isolate the top of the castle, but unfortunately, The castle had
Happening
its own-
anyways.
Yeah,
This
this
has to
is-
lead back to Kakariko, right?
Yeah, we're pretty sure this is the one that leads back to Gak. Oh no. Oh, maybe so. The front. It must have been the bottom side of Old Man Saving Bud. All right. Well.
Won't say no to a desert connector. Did you see what it was to open Meyer? Did Lynn go that far?
He kind of grazed by it, unfortunately.
Gotcha. He hasn't marked it on his personal tracker yet, so he'll probably walk down here in a moment and give us what it is. It's ether.
Fortunately, he's going to get everything in here but Checkerboard Cave. But we're still missing some good caves out there.
I don't think we've seen a 5-item cave. There's our other bow.
Alright, well, Lynn's just going to go straight up deep. Eastern Palace next.
Yeah, because now that's a in logic Eastern clear.
Wrong fake 5-item cave game.
Yeah. Lynn's probably gonna go check our other TR connector. So, like, he never actually saw where TR left was.
Right.
So maybe this is the sword. Goomba, is that the vanilla location of that man in the game? I don't actually know where he is regularly.
I don't know myself. Well.
To the mountain.
Well. Trying to see how Lynn's going to proceed to take care of this now.
This is probably going to be Pod and... Oh, nope, it's... What's this one?
It's TR.
Oh, TR, thank you. Relkin successfully hovering. I would be like, man, I really hope you're not hovering just for that map, but I am known to be against maps.
Yeah. Well. We'll know on Relkin's side very shortly if TR is a crystal or a pendant.
So yeah, I was like, we're about to go into TR, so this'll...
It's a crystal. So beating Eastern Palace was logically required today.
He'll also be picking up his fire rod here shortly as well.
Yeah.
I will say, I feel like Relkin has gotten a little bit lucky, so to speak, with like multiple connectors that he's taken to spit him out in like the Village of Outcast area, to where he's like, okay, now I will go check Cave 45, which is where the Moon Pearl was. Him hovering Spec Rock Cave, spit him out here at Checkerboard Cave entrance, which means he was able to go right here to Turtle Rock, where he'll pick up his fire rod. So he's been a little bit of a beneficiary of, you know, some lucky routing, I think, which, you know, you need sometimes in a race.
Yeah, Lynn's been more. I think part of it is just like Relkin had the bow earlier.
Yeah.
And so was able to, you know, that's kind of played a little bit more in how he's been routing everything.
I agree.
Even if, like, I mean, yeah, it took him 3 tries to get down to Cave 45, which honestly, it wasn't really like a bad thing not to do or not, but it's it is what it is.
Yeah.
But he may not find that connector to the Maya region for a little while, and really, Lynn just needs to like kind of find some other stuff before going back at the pod. That could like Relkin's major dig out of pod was that bow, but we already found another one, so.
Yeah, but he's also probably going to check Hookshot Cave here because that was the other entrance we found at West Dark Death Mountain.
Yeah. Yeah, he's also going to check the front of TR because...
Which, this makes sense. This is just all becoming, one group of checks for Relkin. He'll do this, go into Hookshot Cave, probably check the connector, and that could be our sword for all we know.
Yeah, I don't think either runner checked Bumper Cave.
Relkin did.
Okay. I missed where it went to then. That must not have been important.
That was one of the several ones that popped him out on West Dark World.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It was a vanilla Bumper Cave exit.
That makes sense, yeah.
So, Lynn's probably going to go... Let's see.
He might also go, both runners have right side desert open to them.
Yeah. I think Lynn will do this, and this will actually work out nice for Lynn because this is going to get rid of that nasty glove entrance orphan here. Both of them.
Yep.
And then I think he'll probably like take this and just check Bonk Rocks and
check Bonk Rocks, King's Tomb. With that fire rod, probably maybe make a trip into Skullwoods.
I mean, you're gonna dead end it yourself in there. It's perfectly fine. Unfortunately, the only thing on right side does was a bug now.
I know one of our trackers is very happy to see that.
Wasn't gonna say anything. And I know it's a very electrifying thing for some of our community to find.
Lynn trying to not get hit by the Hinox there.
Malcolm's going to be the first one that are playing to Meyer. Realistically, like, all we need is a Meyer Big Q. Make it be Vitreous.
That's a...
It's very
gross
terrifying.
Prospect. Yeah, that's a gross prospect, and we've already had one vanilla big key.
Yeah, and how many Meyer Smalls we have too? And I think they're all in Logic. So...
No, one of them was in the back of pod.
Oh, okay. That's looking to see how Lynn opts to play this. He hasn't checked a few of the entrances in here, so maybe he'll opt to kind of loop himself up into Skullwoods. This actually works out beautifully for Lynn.
Yeah, it's because he has a small key, he'll just be able to grab these real quick.
I don't think you want to dip Meyer, on the other hand. It's 6 items. And though Lynn only having one Meyer small, that may factor into his calculus. Fortunately, there was nothing on left side Meyer.
Top file, where's a sword?
I'm floating on. What did you see?
Where's another sword? Because we clearly can't find. Oh
My fucking god!
All right, are you clearing?
You got a lamp.
Yeah, but you have 27 arrows and
a dream.
9 bombs.
Oh god. I think both of them are going to hope for silvers, but we know that's not going to happen for either of them. Oh. Oh god.
Let's see, it's 35 arrows to clear out everything. That's 3 arrows per eyeball, 9 small eyeballs for 27 arrows, 8 arrows for the main eye. I don't know. I do not know the bomb situation when it comes to like how much damage you need to give to one of the small eyes to knock off one of the arrow requirements.
Hey Wally.
Yeah.
We just picked up our second $1,000 small key.
Oh, we did. I wasn't even paying attention. I saw the pod big we saw. I still think you are not doing that anytime soon.
Well, Welcome's gonna go for it.
And chat, Blue Cane does not hurt the eyes. The eyes are immune to anything fighter sword damage. Relkin is like calculating in his head currently. Relkin is doing math. Doing math live.
You know, it's always bad when the streamers, you know, when the commentary team does math on it live. It's very rare that you see the runners do math live on stream.
So Relkin's out. Lin is definitely out because Lin has far fewer arrows.
Yeah. This is just going to get penciled into, okay, when I get a sword or silvers, Vitreous dies.
Yeah. I don't think we've seen Upgrade Fairy, J. Coper.
No, we haven't.
And like, okay, so the strategy, let's assume for a second that Relkin would have attempted that fight. The strategy would have been you're placing all of your bombs essentially on one half of those, the small eyes. Like, you're not trying to space out your damage to inflict all of the eyes. You're basically throwing all 9 to like the left or right to hit 6 of the eyes to where you can save 6 or 7 arrows.
Yeah. I also just want to point out, I just realized that while I was going through my worst case scenarios in my head, one of our red crystals today is Swamp Palace. Which means that in order to complete Swamp Palace, to unlock the big bomb, we have to have the flippers and we have to have the hammer.
Yes.
Becky Lip is banned in this tournament, regardless, but even then, logically, we still need flippers and hammer. Which means that we're the rare beat Aga 1 to get the hammer or the flippers out of Pyramid Carry crack scenario cannot happen today. We are only beating it.
Nice try. Nice try. Jacob, hopefully if I can explain it better. Basically, you want to concentrate your bomb damage on Viddy, on the small eyes of Viddy, to like you don't want to spread it out in the sense like, you know, usually if you're doing bomb Viddy, you pick up a bomb, go left, throw it to the left eyes, pick up a bomb, go right, throw it to the right eyes, and just go back and forth. You want to, if you're doing it with like bombs and arrows only, try to maybe concentrate all of it onto maybe like one section of the eyes. That way you can guarantee that you can kill him in 2, maybe even 1 arrow each, as opposed to still not being sure.
Oh my god, a sword. Right next to Ether.
Yeah, throwing them in the middle is also fine. I'm just saying don't do what I see a lot of runners do in that scenario, which is, you know, throw left, throw right, throw left, throw right. Anyways, yeah, sword, by the way.
Sword. Book, by the way, in Hookshot Cave. That was our real big takeaway.
Okay.
What waterfall cave here for. Oh, Thief Sound Small. Okay, there was something important in there. We still only have 2 pod small keys. Jesus freaking Christ, game. Are you serious?
Relkin seems a little perplexed.
Maybe he's lost the connector. This is the connector that gets him to Top Bumper Cave. By the way, I just want to point it out there. That was a hype cave that I've only seen rivaled almost by Allison's infamous 5 red rupee hype cave.
That's a great hype cave.
Our first 5-item cave in the back of Skull Woods. And it was just a bunch of red rupees.
So Lin is going to head over. He's going to find Hookshot Cave. Also find Pod. He's going to have the ability to clear Pod. Or no, we don't have a hammer. Just kidding.
Unless it's vanilla. But he'd still need another small key.
Stop it. You could do vanilla. Well, like you could do a vanilla hammer. You would then, yeah, like you said, need another small key. We've had enough vanilla this seed.
Have we?
Maybe.
How did we get to the Maya region anyway? Okay, we had to go to the top of Castle. Through using Hyrule Castle as a connector. God damn it. Because that's the Maya entrance open to us now. We have everything open to us except for the flipper entrances and the club rocks. I think Lin's going to reverse through. Yeah, but the good thing for Lin is this will probably be Lin getting his silvers here.
Yeah, Lin's definitely getting his silvers. And he will have the big chest check over Relkin here.
Yeah. Here we go. Relkin's about to find Type Cave and be really happy. And they get really mad. 1 red rupee. 2 red rupees. 3 red rupees. A piece of heart. And 2 pieces of heart.
Jeez. Wonderful hype cave.
Yeah.
With this book, though, we're gonna get a ped check. Something hype, yay, ped.
Oh, good. Well, we had to kill Armos Knights just to get a Turtle Rock small key. Given the fact that we haven't actually found Laser Bridge, that might be important.
Oh yeah, very true. Although, given that we haven't seen, I was gonna say, yeah, no, it's fine. Is it time to go back for Vidi now? No, it's not.
No. It's time to kill Boldorm.
Oh.
No.
I would probably choose. I was like, I would choose Vidi in this situation as opposed to Moldorm. If only because maybe Vidi drops the Hera big key.
I guess.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I don't have anything.
I was just gonna say we're an hour in. Figure good time to shout out our runners Lin and Relkin. This do be game 3 of the Crosskeys tournament here in 2023. This is a winner moves on, loser is eliminated. I believe the winner of this takes on the winner of the matchup between Ramond and Flipheel. So another very exciting, very hype matchup coming after this. Shout out to our trackers, Shasta and Pichu, as well as my co-commentator, Toffile, and our restreamer, Zenu. Hooray.
Lynn has finished up with Dark Death Mountain here. Where is Lynn going to take all this?
I think we're going to see what our other connector is on Paradox. Just kidding. We're going into Desert.
Because he's heading for Meyer.
We gotta clear Meyer, gosh dang it.
This is Village of Outcasts here.
It is, yes.
I swear to God, if this is the hammer. If this is the hammer or the glove.
I mean, it could very well be.
We're starting to run out of spots for them, other than maybe like Ice Palace. And at this point, Ice Rod Cave area is pretty much the last location for everybody.
Can I interest you in the Aga Tower entrance? Not because, well...
Are we going to get the... We have three swords and a cape lock behind Aga Tower entrance items?
I'm just saying.
And get the fourth reason why we had to beat Aga Tower in a seed? Between... Look, we managed to at least deflect the... Look for the hammer, look for the flippers. Oh, God. But if we are missing three swords, and... I mean, we know where one sword is, but we have to find the connector for it. I don't believe we saw the other side of... Oh, yeah, no, we did.
We did. Relkin will find out one way or the other, although he might go up to the pod area currently. Yeah.
This is what Lynn did originally.
Yep. What this will do, though, is this will end Relkin's route at the Paradox Cave entrance, so he'll be able to check the one Paradox connector we haven't seen.
Yeah. At this point, though, it's not really going to take us anywhere. It probably won't take us anywhere.
Take us to the sword. I mean, we haven't seen TR Bridge. We haven't seen Floating Island. Well, no, he hasn't gone through the connector to lead him, right?
No, he hasn't taken the...
Yeah, so he doesn't know there's a Paradox entrance here at Pod, so he's going to open Pod, see that it's Paradox. And since that's the end of this area of the routing, he'll check the other entrance.
Yeah, he opted to drop down and immediately go through the rest of the Death Mountain entrances on his original route through.
Yep.
And
Gosh,
Lynn is...
Yep, one crystal each.
Still no GT, still no Thieves, still no Laser Bridge, and no Desert Back either.
I mean, at this point, we are down to Desert or Thieves as our last pendant.
Yeah. He's gonna go kill Mothula first.
Yes. And Lynn, meanwhile, is gonna go ahead and take care of... Hold on. So, how interested are you in a potential Ice Palace play? How interested are you in just nasty checks all around?
I mean... Our glove's just gonna be an Ice Palace at this point. Like, we're really running low at places where it can be. And... I mean, technically right now, you are... God. if Aga 1 is the freaking... if the Aga Tower entrance has to be unsealed by beating Aga 1. God. Good Muldorn fight for Lin. And a good Mothula fight for relkin. So.
Alright, well, pod key, that gives not much, but, you know, you need it.
Yeah. Where are you going, Lin? Oh, Lin had the found the shovel somewhere. Relkin checked it as well, so this was nothing. FR aim.
We're not going. I am a little surprised by this.
Yeah. I think maybe he wants to check the free item on the castle. Lin's heading for Mushroom Turn-In as well. Yeah, going to Pyramid without Cape feels really bad. Unfortunately, Relkin's not going to have a choice in the matter.
Yeah, he's gonna pop out here immediately.
Yeah, I was watching a Crosskeys race earlier today, and the Cape was actually in the right side entrance of Hyrule Castle, and there was no swords yet, of course. And the runner's like, you know, I should, like, I'll come back. I can always come back here later when I open up GT. Guess where GT was? I'll give you a hint. It was like we were playing inverted.
Jeez. No thanks.
To get your Samaria in the back, you know, it's just a cascade of stuff.
Yep.
Anyway, that runner has a witch emote, so he knows what he's doing.
We will finally see where this other connector and paradox takes us.
Yeah. Relkin can actually open up the Mire entrance for us as well.
True.
So we'll get some knowledge here. Yeah, this is the place where Lin will get to eventually, but it's not going to be a place where Lin wants to come to. No, yeah, look, we could have had two swords a very long time ago.
Sword.
Yay! Now we're just back down to beating Aga 1 for Magic Bat.
For Magic Bat.
Yay! Yay!
Lin also, having just turned in the mushroom, can check to see that this is in fact nothing. Meanwhile, our Mire entrance, not anything consequential. I don't think there was anything else of significance here.
Oh, good, a nice palace wall. C-shaped house.
Oh, that's right. That's where the silvers were, or that's where the other bow was.
Yeah,
I mean,
so
go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was going to say that probably is going to push Relkin into clearing out fire next, but
And like that ice palace ball, you know, given that we don't have a glove or hammer, it's pretty nice to have if you're going to ice break.
Yeah, no, you get to skip the one hammer check up on the top. Let's see where Lin's gonna go.
I'm curious to see where Relkin is headed off to, because like he's running back here, and he changed his mind.
I think he was heading for Super Bunny Cave, but decided against it. Lin doesn't have any more pod smalls, so this is Lin going for Skullwoods, I think.
That makes sense. Yeah.
And you can drop yourself down over to the castle, check the pyramid item, and open up the Agate Tower entrance, and then you're probably going to go up to Dark Shopping Mall. We can't get to Dark Shopping Mall. What am I saying?
I was like, yeah, there's not much we can do there. Like, we're really down to just some bad checks at this point. So yeah, that Agate Tower play. No, I still don't want to think about that. Because this is, this is an elimination game. Like, you don't want to sink 3 minutes into it.
Who will get their third crystal? I don't think this is a question. It's going to be Lynn.
I mean, had he been grabbed right there, it could have been more interesting.
And Jacob, yeah. I think all in all, nobody has checked Mambo's tablet yet. That's in logic.
Lynn. Okay.
Lynn's going to get his third pod small that he was hoping for to find eventually.
Yeah, it was scary. We don't have any bottles, so
even with the sword, it was scary. Yeah. So honestly, you want to know what would be an interesting little bit of routing here? So the top of Hyrule Castle is a Hyrule Castle connector. One of our other Hyrule Castle entrances is Swamp Palace.
Yeah.
Mambo's tablet is available.
Wait. Where's Swamp Palace? Swamp Palace can't be on Hyrule Castle.
No. There's a Hyrule Castle entrance at Swamp Palace.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah.
Swamp Palace itself is actually at High Cave.
That's right.
Lane, why are you doing this? This I actually don't understand. Okay, actually,
he's checking. I think you were like actually voicing out what Lynn was going to do.
No,
maybe not in the order you were expecting.
Yeah, no, but I was just surprised that he was going into Hyrule Castle immediately because he hasn't checked the pyramid item.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just a map. The Hera, which unfortunately knows a red crystal. Lane still does not know that Turtle Rock is a crystal, but if he gets a Turtle Rock Big Key and Ice Rod, Trinex is going to be a quick kill. Yeah, this is surprising me for Lynn if he's gonna. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know which the way.
Don't think, just commentate.
Yeah.
Let the runners think. I think Relkin's gonna get his Master Sword now. Which, have we seen Spiral Cave entrance?
No, we've only seen the bottom side of it.
Okay. I mean, like where Spiral Cave is. I don't think either runners dropped down there specifically.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
It's our first bottle, and I know we've seen Sick Kid.
Yeah, guess where he is?
Somewhere in the desert area.
Nagina's Cave. Everyone's... Oh, you know what?
Perfect.
Perfect. We have a connection to Maya.
This worked out.
Plan succeeded. We get to go check our last entrance in the Maya region. I mean, Lynn doesn't know that Checkerboard Key is a spectacle architecture. I don't know if you'll ever get to the point of checking it.
Probably not.
Oh,
Hey, it's Upgrade Fairy.
yay.
We'll take the extra arrows now.
Where were you when we were trying to do math? On screen. Alright, so kid, what do you have? Because it's probably going to be something, otherwise we have to go in Ice Palace, I think.
Is Relkin gonna go head over to the light world or the light ice rod cave
Yeah,
area?
yes he is.
Good bottle. Thanks for that.
I think Lynn's doing the same thing. Not that I blame either of them. There's not really a lot left.
This is kind of gross.
Of course.
GT's just been here the whole time. This feels bad. We have the GT Big, by the way.
Yeah, that was the old man rescue item.
We also only have one key, though. So... Well,
Oh,
no, we can steal the key on the left side. Never mind.
Yeah, we can steal the key on the left side and we can get the old man. I was like, hold on a second.
Yeah, let me do this one entrance real quick. And goodbye.
Okay, well. Report item was nothing.
Lynn not grabbing that small key tells me that he's probably not climbing.
We'll see. I mean, he can still opt to go for Stalfos room.
Not without a hammer.
Oh wait, no, we haven't done a hammer. You're right. Well, you're gonna have to go right side anyway. And Relkin's gonna go push.
Did you know that in this tournament, Specky Clip is not allowed? Not that we have the flippers, but that Swamp Small that we picked up.
Yep. Oh good, now we know, okay, that's where our Eastern Palace map was. If we only went out to Ice Rod Key so much, well, we probably wouldn't have had the Fire Rod or Smart.
I see, yeah, we definitely wouldn't have had, well, we'd have had Samaria, I think. I don't remember where Samaria was, but I feel like that was like one of the first things we picked up.
Bottom ender item.
Yep.
Yeah, you want...
Is Lumberjack, I think?
Correct. There's a single item. Lynn... Oh boy, so Relkin is going to go right up to pre-mini. He's going to go check the torch item at least.
He's going to get the key and... Oh, did we just inadvertently mirror?
Oh, he inadvertently mirrored. Oh boy.
This has been rough for Lin.
Yeah, there was only a sword back there mostly, but Relkin's heading. Yeah, Relkin's gonna go try to finish.
Well, Relkin will be able to finish. That's not an issue.
Yeah.
And the only thing that's in logic up here on the climb is Mini Halmasaur.
Yeah. You know, just about all of Ice Palace is open at this point, except for the big chest and
Boss.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are kind of like, it's kind of our big thing that we've left behind at this point.
Okay, and anything that needs a glove, which is only one check. But yes. Unfortunately, like with GT being like in Ice Rod Cave area and Ice Palace being right behind Link's house, I can totally see both of our runners climbing now.
It was nicely done by Relkin on the Landmo kill.
One's gonna get a tempered sword.
Yep. Oh, Lin. This has not been a good GT for him. Oh, okay, he remembered. Thank God.
Yeah.
This has not been a great GT for Lin.
Alright. So progression here is in Ice Palace. Oh god.
It's here.
So that opens up one check in Swamp, Hobo, Lake Fairy, Waterfall Fairy, and the Zora items.
Yep. Gonna feel pretty bad when the hammer's just been sitting on Hobo the entire time. Because this is the kind of seed that I get destroyed by.
Look, we had a vanilla Eastern Palace big key.
We did. We had a mirror in Eastern Palace.
I mean, I don't think either of the runners are going to feel bad about this. The flippers being up top there just means you almost lost location, I'm sure, but what's actually going to be really more annoying is the run back to Swamp Palace.
True. Yeah.
Because we got to run the entire distance of the Dark Road, basically. And 2 cycle.
Yep. So Relkin has not checked this entrance yet. We'll learn that his green pendant is in fact Ice Palace. Which I'm still curious in.
Yeah. course, Relkin's the one who knows that Pedestal is dead, but
Yes.
I don't think that's going to really play too much of a factor. Relkin's not going to go check Sickhead. Relkin remembers there's an item he could pick up.
I think he's probably going to be more interested in following the flippers for a little bit.
Yeah.
That's your direct progression so far. Whereas Ice Rod, Lin will be picking it up here very shortly.
The exact same room.
Right next to the Ice Rod. Alright, Hobo. Old man under the bridge. Whatever you want to call him. I don't actually know if he's old. Man under bridge.
Yeah.
Person who pitched his tent where no one can find him.
And Relkin's going to go for Dark Chopping World, looks like.
Yep.
Pretty late for Nuglove. Yeah, this is a seed where we may not actually technically need a glove. Though we are missing Thieves Town.
I mean, if Thieves Town is a pendant, then
It could be in GT, correct? Oh, good. That's where the top of Spiral Key is. How
Those are
convenient.
yeah. 'Cause that's right here. What are we missing for Go Mode? Hammer for sure. TR Big for sure. This is going to give us our last bit of information when it comes to Pendant Crystal Knowledge. So I definitely thought for a little while that Lin had kind of a little bit of an advantage as his route's been overall cleaner, but that seems to have flipped a little bit here. Relkin getting into GT first and just having an overall better GT.
Yeah, I think the GT is definitely a little bit of it. Though, like, realistically, like, Lin's done more of the overworld at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So if it comes to it, like, it could still equalize out a little more. Oh, good. So, like, Lin's gonna go up here, check this entrance, and then probably go do the exact same thing Relkin's doing.
Yeah. And, like, we could, you know, if Thieves Town's the last pendant, we are suddenly TR Big for Go Mode. And we're going to go ahead and do most of left side GT at this point.
Yeah. So, like, now if whatever we need is the rest of it isn't here, then that could be big for Relkin. Unfortunately, we just have a cave in Mini Wildorm Cave. Oh, I haven't found Blindside.
Yeah, that's the last of our... It's the last of our 5 item caves that we're still searching for.
And Lin with some really heads up routing right there. Arms the water walk out of Mini Wildorm Cave, which is something you can do in vanilla. A lot of people just don't tend to do it unless you're doing the double water walk setup.
Mm-hmm.
But arms the water walk so that way he can just quickly run down here. Yes, the Landless had the Desert Palace big key, the hammer. There's our Thesound key. So, or there's Swamp Small and no, we have the Swamp Small.
No, yeah, we have the Swamp Small. We are TR big for go mode.
Yeah.
I suspect Relkin's gonna finish off Pod right here.
Yeah, interesting.
I'm a little surprised Relkin didn't go up and check the entrance at Dark Potion Shop, because that's where the, I mean, Mini Moldrum Kit was there, but he didn't head over in that direction.
No. I mean, this is where like Lin will get time back. Is like, I don't know. T-Sound is the last pendant.
Mm-hmm.
But like, where that TR big is, Lin's going to have less of this world to check as it goes on.
Yeah, but I mean, if it's just along the way at this point, if it's just in, say, Swamp Palace, then
Yeah.
you know,
Relkin's
there's
ahead.
yeah, then Relkin's got a lead.
'Cause I don't think Relkin's not going to go check the back of the pod right now. He'll pop over to Swamp next.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually.
Well,
A very long roundabout way of getting there, but yeah.
I imagine he'll check the big chest, because if he has the opportunity to go mud swamp, assuming of course the TR big isn't just right here.
Yeah. Lin's gonna go do Mini Helma. Sorry, Stalfos room.
And yeah, both Relkin and Lin choosing to leave after Stalfos, just with the one small key. You know, you're not gonna worry too much about the rest of GT.
Well, that's our last sword.
Oh, I thought for a second he was starting at Sanctuary. Like, I don't think there's anything in the Sanctuary area that I really want.
Let's check
Going
that out.
left. This is what?
Lin's checking Desert Big Chest, it looks like.
Oh, yeah. Yep. I am slightly amused that both big chests were bombs.
Oh, Lin's heading just straight for Swamp, it looks like.
Yep. I imagine he'll check, or he probably gonna skip left side to start, maybe skip it entirely.
Yeah, I think he realizes he's the best TR big from Go. He's potentially in Go mode, but he's at the worst TR big from Go. Like Lin's worst case right now is like if he finds Thieves Down and the TR big's on Thieves Down, but it's before Blind.
Yeah, The TR map was the map in Spec Rock Cave that relkin hovered to.
Yeah, the other side of it's checkerboard.
Yeah, is actually glove locked.
It's 4 pod smalls for Lin.
Yep, that could prove beneficial.
Yeah, I mean, we're still missing, like...
We're still missing gloves. Like...
I mean, we might not need gloves.
I know, but like...
This could be... yeah, this could be the rare Crosskeys seed where you don't need a glove.
So at this point, if you're rooting for Lin, you don't want the TR big here.
Yeah.
Lin is going straight left side. A little surprised by this.
I just wonder if this is just like he feels so bad about the GT play that he feels like if somebody go mode swamp, then something left side is the only way out of here. Which might not be totally wrong. I am so happy that Lin quick swapped off the mirror there again.
But I mean, if the TR big is here, I mean, it's a play that'll work.
Yeah, I guess Allison also pointing out that if he feels like he needs to find thieves down, it's probably glove locked. Now, a thieves on map would be really nice for Lin as well, but we haven't seen that yet.
Right.
That's probably another pub. No, TR small.
I think that's all of the TR smalls, because I think we picked up a TR small on the first check.
I think so too. Alright, well, hunt's gonna be on once we're done with Argus, or if Argus doesn't have it.
I think the next best play is probably just Ice Palace at this point.
Yeah. We don't have enough GT keys to go get to random room.
Yeah.
Which is kind of the unfortunate thing with how that routing shaked out. I mean, there's always magic bad.
That could be a glove, right? Like,
Yeah. I don't think Relkin did Bombo's tablet either, so Relkin may have to go do Bombo's tablet. Yep.
I believe it.
You don't know when it's... You don't have a flute. You don't know when you're going to be doing spit chain, if ever.
mm-hmm.
The hammer was on Lambdalus, with the Desert Palace Big Key being in the Dark World location of the Desert Palace North entrance. Relkin only Relkin has a Turtle Rock map because he hovered to get a map that's otherwise inaccessible without a glove. So. Ooh, bad luck for Lin.
Hate when that happens.
He,
Oh, hey, sick kid, finally. Yeah, to answer chat, Relkin got the map to Turtle Rock, and like his route immediately brought him back into Turtle Rock, so he saw immediately that it was a crystal. Lin does not have the map to Turtle Rock, so he needs to, you know, in his mind, he's still kind of looking for Thieves Town, which means he's gonna do some entrance hunting.
Yeah. Now, Relkin did not do left side, so he's going to go to left side now.
A little surprised at this, but
I think he's getting down to so little, and
I mean, neither runner has done much of the water checks aside from the man under the bridge here.
Yeah. I think Lin's going to start working that now.
Yeah, because for all he knows, he just needs to find Thieves Town and he's good to go.
And right now, like, as it stands, like, the only thing Relkin has up on Lin is the almost or clear.
I mean, that's still time that Lin has to take.
Yeah.
It's not insignificant.
No. Ah, the refill hut. We haven't seen that yet. I don't think we've seen Aero Game either.
That could be. That looked like a big key.
It is a big key. All right.
That is also a big key.
And we're running out of big keys that we don't need. So this is a 50-50, I think.
33.
33?
But that's it.
Yeah, alright, so let's see how quickly it takes Relkin to get to Zora Ledge. That's...
Yep.
That's gonna be the...
Going now.
Yeah, it looks like...
I think this is it.
Yeah.
So this will be go mode for Relkin.
Yeah. Lane is heading for Turtle Rock. We'll find out it's a pendant. Crystal pretty quickly. Yeah.
But I don't think it's going to be enough.
No. No, unfortunately.
Yeah, Lin still needs to do pod, which is why this is going to kind of give Relkin enough time here.
Yeah, there's Lin's about 2 minutes behind. Not sure what Lin's still looking for, but
I mean, he still doesn't know that TR's a crystal.
Yeah,
so
okay,
he's still glove hunting.
Yeah, that's true. And he can't take the option to dash out of this, even though it might be like Laser Bridge. Mm-hmm. This is actually probably going to be the entrance that takes us to
TR Bridge.
TR Bridge. Because I don't think we really have any other bus connects left. But I don't think you'd want to take that risk with no glove. Because we're wrong. There's Relkin heading for Turtle Rock. Lynn's gonna go check a couple entrances. Oh, and it's Steve's down.
This is so frustrating because you have to clear it.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, this is Lynn now knows regardless of, you know, where her glove is. Like this is go mode for Lynn, but like this really sucks because you can't beat Turtle Rock because Turtle Rock's going to spit you on the front, so you would have to like. Yeah.
Interesting play for Lynn here.
Hmm?
You do not get the upper key.
No, he didn't need it.
Oh, because he's not going to open the he's not going to open the locked door. He gets to actually go mode.
Yeah, he gets to actually go mode.
Yeah, so.
And yeah, I'm speaking. Lynn was already basically dead before this. This is just.
Yeah, this is.
There's just kind of salt in the wound, essentially.
Yeah. He would have been about 2 minutes behind. He might not. He might play out the rest of the seat. It's going to be hard to say. Because by the time he's done with line, the Relkin will be halfway through cannon.
Thieves Town ended up being at Mimic Cave entrance, which you had to take the back of. You had to take Laser Bridge. You had to leave Laser Bridge to get here. So.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Well, it finally happened. An hour 50 in, somebody forgets that they don't have gloves.
Relkin, by the way, does have 7 crystals. We're gonna go straight to Ganon at this point. Gold sword, silver arrows. This is gonna be a very quick. Lyn was dead before Thieves Town because he still needed to finish pod.
Yeah. Yeah, Lyn opted not to go for Helmet Sword, probably thinking that there was more progression in Swamp because we're missing 3. He was missing 3 pod smalls to get anything else in Logic and pod.
Yeah, I mean, it's very reasonable to not do pod right away.
We'll never know where gloves were in this seat. I think this might be the first Crosskeys seat I've ever seen that actually didn't need gloves, or... I shouldn't say that, because we never did find the Tower of Parapet key.
Like, even so. This is definitely a weird one.
Yeah. And Lyn knows the unfortunate, and Relkin's in the phase 4. And Relkin's on the phase 4.
Yep, GG's for Relkin. Will be finishing this in the first place. We'll be moving on to the next round, where they will either face, I believe, Ramond or Fliphill.
Yeah, GG's. That's a final time of 1:52.12. And I think we're going to try to get Relkin in for an interview.
Yeah, we'll see if he's willing to join.
And unfortunately for Lyn, not beating Helm Sword first means that he only has Separate Sword for this fight, which is slightly slower. But slightly.
Did you like that bow placement? I'm sure Relkin was curious about the first bow, but then he found the second bow and was like, okay, it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, the first bow, for those who came in late, was 6 key locked in the back of the pod. But there was another bow sitting in the pirate region for free.
Crystal number 6 on Lin's side, he just has to go right over to pod, finish that out. So this will be, this will be a good time overall for Lin.
Yeah.
But he's gonna open up the race room at some point, realize that relkin is finished.
This is gonna be a sub 150. He'll be barely sub 2 maybe, and that's still a really good time for Crosskeys.
Oh my god, yeah. That was a really convenient pop out of front of Turtle Rock. Hey, you're already here. You're just gonna go straight to pod essentially.
Yeah, I always love it when you're able to utilize the front of TR, that Trinix skill into your route. It always feels so smooth.
It does look like we will get relkin in here.
And I believe we're being joined by relkin. GG's. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Oh man, I was super nervous, just wondering, where did I stand when I found the Turtle Rock Big, because that seemed kind of free and easy to get.
Yeah, this was. I mean, you were second to it, but one, you had pod cleared, and two, you had knowledge that TR was a crystal because you hovered Spec Rock Cave and got that map, which is logically behind a glove, which you don't have.
Oh, where were the gloves?
We have no idea.
We don't know.
Oh. Right.
Yeah,
it's behind the glove because of popping out of that entrance. That's right. Yeah.
We know where Thieves Town is, which was unfortunate for Lin.
Yeah, that was a really unfortunate one because Lin was going to go kill Trinix, but because he still wasn't sure whether it was TR or Thieves Town that was the last pendant, he left Laser Bridge, which popped out on TR Bridge, mirrored, and at Mimic Cave was Thieves Town. And you can't not clear Thieves Town not knowing, because killing Trinix is just gonna pop you out of the front of Turtle Rock.
Yeah.
But I mean, at that point, you were ahead anyways because you still had the pod clear. It just instead of what looks to be a 6-minute win, it probably would have been a 2-minute win. So you still had the edge. It was looking closer than this is unfortunately turning out to be.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I knew that Laser Bridge had to pop out at the TR Bridge because I had no connectors left, and that was the only outstanding one. But I guess because my go mode was Turtle Rock Big, then I knew it was irrelevant at that point.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And a big reason for that is because you hovered Spec Rock Cave to get that map. I mean, I don't think that was your intention for why you hovered it. I think it was you wanted to see where it led to, but it's impressive how significant that ended up being in this race.
Yeah, to be honest, with that hover, I was annoyed at myself because I did the wrong route. I should have checked that entrance, the shop by Dark Lake Hylia first, and then headed to the swamp entrance because I still hadn't. I think I still hadn't checked the dam, and I was planning on exiting out to Turtle Rock left after doing the swamp entrance and dam item. But I was like, I need to do Eastern. I'm gonna do Eastern right here, and I was so laser focused on finishing Eastern since I could rope it in with Hype Cave check. I forgot, and so I was like, well, I guess I'm just going this way. And it turns out it didn't matter because both the swamp entrance and that entrance were connectors, and so you would feel bad either way.
Always sucks when you have one of those two being a connector. Just pick the wrong one or something. But aside from that, you played a very, very smooth race overall. I think a little bit, I don't want to say you were lucky in getting your Moonpro, but the fact that Moonpro was at K45, and the first connector you took that led you over to West Dark World, you saved and quit, and then you took a second connector on the mountain that sent you to West Dark World, you went back, and then you took a third connector that sent you to West Dark World, and then that's when you're like, okay, I will go down to Cave 45 and pick up your reroll.
Yeah, there was a very helpful old man save and quit spot.
Yes, very much so. Meanwhile, get your GG's in for Lin. He just finished Ganondorf. We'll be finishing Sub 2, which, you know, Sub 2s are awesome. You don't complain about a Sub 2. But unfortunately, this will be the end of Lin's experience in the Crosskeys tournament. But GG's for Lin.
Did you like that bow placement?
Oh
That first bow.
I was yeah, your first bow, which
That
is 6
was,
locked.
Man. Oh, I felt like a fool whenever I was in Mire the first time because I was like, wait, I could totally beat Trinix, right? I mean, Vitreous, right? I was like, wait a minute, no, you need some, like, unless you get upgrades, you cannot beat Vitreous.
We saw you doing, like, I said you're doing math in your head as you're sitting, as you're like there, like, do I have enough bombs to cause enough damage to remove enough arrows to where I can kill Vidi in 27 arrows or however many you had at the time?
Yeah, that was 100% what was happening. I paused, was like, wait, do the mental math.
Yeah. Yeah. And then, so both of you actually found different bows to start off with. Lin found the one down in Mire first, and then, like, kind of routed himself over to Pod eventually. So he had but when both of you got the silver, she kind of immediately moved to go kill Vitreous.
Yeah.
And then I think the other big thing was just you both kind of started heading to GT at the same time. Of course, you guys didn't know GT was there, but having a Sphere 1 GT and only having one small key, you both made the correct routing choices in that you did the right side and then grabbed the key from under the pot to climb. But Lin had a little bit of a difficulty. He mirrored inadvertently as he was doing right side, heading towards the big chest, and so cost a little time there. And I think from there, it kind of gave you the lead that you just kind of didn't relinquish.
Oh yeah, man. Where were the GT small keys? Like, I so wanted to do left side GT after I got the hammer, but I was like, I can't do it all. I guess I'll check, DM's room and then leave, but it feels bad nonetheless.
Yeah, Lin must have found a second one post go mode, so maybe
Thieves Town or
maybe in Thieves Town, I guess,
or Laser maybe.
No, he skipped Laser Bridge entirely.
Oh yeah, so it had to be like Big Chest or
something.
Big Chest or Crystal Ore, I think. Those are the only two he did.
That sounds correct. But yeah, you moving on. Top 8 quarterfinalist. How you feeling?
Wow, I'm astounded. Did not expect to do this well, but I am definitely very pumped. So I'm super grateful.
I believe your opponent will either be Fliphill or a rematch with Ramond.
Yes, I believe Ramond is up 1-0 in their series.
Yes, that is correct. Just a heads up, Lin will not be joining us for an interview, but again, just wanted to give him another GG's. But no, I mean, really probably felt pretty decent, I think, overall with how you played the seed. I mean, a seed like this can be kind of terrifying, like you said, because of how free most of the seed was, minus the fact that you had to climb GT. But given its location, both you were climbing when you found it.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, this is a hard fought series. Going to game 3, it's always nerve wracking. Rubber game is always like, oh man, this is for all the marbles in a sense.
Yeah.
Win or go home.
But you pulled this one out, so GG's to you.
Yeah, thanks for the restream, ZSR. Thanks for the commentary, wall kicks and Tofile. And I believe Pichu and Shasta were tracking.
Correct.
Yep.
Yeah. Awesome. Thanks, guys.
So thanks again. And I think that's it for me. Tofile, do you have anything else?
No, that was a great race. Congratulations. Hope to be able to comp some of your matches in the next round or two. So, thank you. And very, very pleasure,
Uh,
Wally. I'm sorry.
No, yeah, of course. Always happy to com with you. Zeno, hi, how's it going?
And on the ZSR side of things, as we wrap up here, as we know, Crosskeys is coming to an end, so we don't have anything Crosskeys related till Saturday, where we have what appears to be that's just a triple header of Ramon versus Flipple, Alzen versus Xenocrane, and then Ramon versus Flipple again, the third game if needed. I hope I said all of those names correctly. Um, Coming up on ZSR. Otherwise, tomorrow we have two Wind Waker matches in their Season 6 tournament. We have an MMR match in their Season 4 tournament. So some things coming up on Wednesday. The MMR match is gonna be at 2:15 tomorrow Eastern, and then the Wind Waker races will be at 6 p.m. and 7 p.m. Eastern, respectively. We're gonna go ahead and raid Scary Olive. They're doing some of the ladder right now, and we will see you guys next time.